9. The politics of commentators in the media. Aristotle, an ancient Greek philosopher, 384 to 322 BC, jotted down, "Man by nature is a political animal." This definition makes it clear that man is born with political instincts, so politics is an unquestionable characteristic of humans' evolution. The high-tech revolution brings communication at an extraordinary level. Cell phone, internet, iPod, and the media are just, nowadays, a few examples of ways people communicate with each other. Communication and politics also permit people to influence each other. Radio commentators active in politics have the power of making a huge impact and shaping society. With all respect that I have for Harold Lasswell and his colleague David, who both worked their minds very hard to come up with two acceptable definitions of politics, I think politics is the probability of using power to gain or lose resources based on the ability to dominate. In this day of media, a broadcaster such as Glenn Beck can monitor, control, and manipulate information to come up with news or ideas to increase his influence. By doing so, he can keep his position as number one in the radio and television programs that are broadcasted. Rapid communication and evolution of multimedia enable broadcasters who act as political activists to have a powerful voice. There is no denying that American politics in the 21st century is driven by the media. Politics in the United States is far more ideological, and the meaning of party affiliation far more conspicuous today. The biggest factors that shape political points of view come from the invasion of television, newspapers, and radio talk shows by folks who are using these powerful types of communication to capture fans or followers to influence or disturb governments. The coalition of commentators or broadcasters that control the media in the present days is an amalgam of Democrats, Republicans, and folks calling themselves pure conservative advocates. Among the most influential broadcasters are Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, and Rush Limbaugh. What holds them together is their unprecedented desire to see President Obama fail or to prevent him from achieving a successful presidency. This is a major problem that should not be taken lightly. According to Glenn, President Obama is a racist, and he made this declaration in a television program so that millions of people would start shaking their heads. Fortunately, the inverse psychology helps many observers like me to understand the point in a totally different angle. Therefore, Glenn stylishly used his antagonistic political point of view to simply say that this black president infuriates him. As indicated by Hannity, President Obama is a vicious communist that needs to be held accountable. However, Hannity forgets that this communist may not take possession of the television and the radio stations where he is working today to continue accumulating big bucks. Finally, the third factor, Sir Rush Limbaugh has a vision of unfairness regarding health care. He said that Americans don't need health care reform.